Hello everyone, so here we are, we're at the beginning of day 10. So let's just go check. So the weather report, blah blah blah, is saying that tomorrow is going to be clear and sunny. And the fortune teller, the spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Luck will not be on your side. Okay, that's not always what you want to see when you're going fishing, but hey ho. Right, let's first of all get a fish on the smoke. See what mail we've got today. Oh, look at this. Dear Rosa, how is the country life going for you? It's been lonely here without you, but I'm proud of what you're doing. Love, Dad. P.S. Found an envelope with some money Grandpa left for you. Ooh, 500G enclosed. Well, that's very nice. Thank you very, very much, Grandad. Thank you for leaving me the farm. Hello, pussycat. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go up to the lake today. Whoop, that's edible. Ooh, here's another one. These are wild horseradish. Thank you very much. So I've got a little bit of forage building up here from the dustbins and what I can pick up to eat, which could be very, very useful. Right, so we'll go to one of my favourite spots here. And we'll see how we do today. And we wait. Oh, that was nice and easy. Now, if I remember correctly, yep, we're up to fishing level 7. So green bar is now considerably larger than when I first started playing at fishing to raise money for guide dogs. And I've got some very good news there. I so far have raised enough money to pay for a guide dog to visit the vets, and I've also managed to get enough donations to pay for an introductory pack for a brand new guide dog. So I'm really, really chuffed with that. There's a little way to go to what I'm aiming for, which is £150, but I'm really pleased to have cleared both of those kind of targets. That's really lovely. And thank you to everyone who's donated, because you're the ones that have made that possible. And I'm so sorry if you're bored watching me fish. But hey, that's what it's all about. This is not the easiest challenge in the world to do, because those of you that have followed through what I'm doing, and I doubt there's many, to be honest, because yes, it's like watching paint dry, as I've said before, you'll have seen kind of how it's progressed. I think the blessing with going to a fishing farm that I didn't realise, because I haven't done one until now since the 1.6 update, is that it now comes with a smoker, and that's really assisting with helping me to raise the 25,000 in-game gold in 250 minutes. It's going to be tight, but I feel like there's more of a chance of actually achieving that now, whereas to begin with, if I'm really honest, I thought this is going to be impossible. But that's the whole point of the challenge, isn't it? You need to do something to try and do that bit more if you can. So we're not doing too bad at the moment. Ooh, treasure. Go get the treasure. once you've got a fishing bar that's that kind of size, it is so much easier to step out and catch the treasure. So we're not doing too bad for energy. So I've 270 energy in total now. Lots of algae, but hey, it all goes in the bin and it all gets you some pennies, so no complaining there. I've not spotted any bubbles yet that have been appearing on the water surface. If I get lucky, some might appear around about where I'm fishing. That always makes a difference to how much fish you catch in the day. Not so easy actually videoing and recording things at the weekend, partly because my husband's home and he thoroughly enjoys rugby and cycling and he shouts along with the rugby, but there's no rugby on today, which is nice. Not so nice for him, but nice for me. And I am behind on where I wanted to be with this, purely and simply because I've been really rather poorly for about 2.5 weeks now, so it slowed me right down. There was an opportunity this evening, so I thought, well, I'll take it and see if I can get at least another day down on what I'm hoping it's going to be about 13 days in the end. Might only be 12, mind you. Oh, come on. Stop moving around, kid. It's a jug. They do like moving around. Plus I was talking. That never helps. One of the things I love about this game is the amount of movement there is in background scenarios. So instead of, the lilies and the flowers in the lake here all being static and still and sitting in the same place, they move around. And the same goes for various plants and flowers you come across as you walk around different areas that become open to you. You can probably see in the background near the tree, you've got movement in the plants there. And also it's the amount of life that you see. I mean, at the moment in game you see birds. You can disrupt birds on the beach, disrupt them when they're sort of on the soil or the grass. You have rabbits bouncing around, there's raccoons, there's a bear. So yeah, it's lovely, all those details and the amount of life. Oh, and there's squirrels, of course. But don't tell the dog. So yeah, so this is one of those games where it actually feels like what's going on around you has a bit of life in it. And I think that's one of the reasons this game is as popular as it is, because it doesn't feel static. Oh look, there's a birdie. Oops, sorry. distracted by the birdie there. But yeah, it just gives the game a vibrancy that I think is not there in others. So we're at 3:10 p.m. Still got some energy left, and my inventory is starting to fill up. There's another birdie. Those of you that like multiplayer and haven't come across this game, which is quite unlikely if I'm honest, there is a farm, well there's a couple of farms really which you could use in multiplayer which work very, very well, but the one designed for multiplayer is the Four Corners farm. That's a very big farm to manage in a solo playthrough. One of the reasons I like things like the forest farm is because it's more compact. Makes you focus what you're doing a little bit more. And one mistake a lot of people make when they start this game is to think that they need to do all the clearing out of all the areas in the farm, all the weeds, the trees, the stones, kind of immediately. And that's not what you want to do. You want to basically clear enough space so that you, if you're playing a standard game, which obviously I'm not at the moment, so you can sow some seeds and basically get things on the move in that direction. And you gradually want to expand that. And you don't expand it completely because you need to upgrade your tools to clear certain things. So the big round wooden stumps need a bronze axe, and the great big hardwood logs actually need an iron axe, and an iron pick is needed basically for the great big stones. So yeah, so there's no point rushing around clearing up as much as you humanly can and planting as many seeds as you humanly can. A, because you don't have the energy for it, and B, it's just a bit nonsensical. You want to spend your time in the game doing more than just clearing up. Right, well we're at 6 o'clock, my energy's beginning to run low. I'm actually going to eat a couple of bits and pieces in a minute. Not the smoked fish, which I should have put in the shipping bin. Oh, the pussycat at the door. I haven't left enough space. It's going to be my big white fluffy Zebedee, because Rosa would be yelling, and he's not yelling. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to have to put the game on pause for a second, I think, and let him in. Bear with me a moment, folks. There we go. Hey. Right, okie dokie. Well, while we're on pause, Let's just sort this out. Oi, matey, I've left you a big enough space. Dairy me. Pussycats. I think he just enjoys scratching. Right, so we'll do a bit of a count up in a minute and see just how many fish I've managed to get. So that's 8, 9, 14, 15, 20, 25. That's good going. We'll do a little bit more, then we'll go and we'll start smoking fish. Maybe doing a bit of fishing on the farm. One more, and I'll make a move. Right, oh blimey. Now that, I can't actually sell at the moment because I need to go down the mines, get an invite from the Adventurers Guild to kill 10 slimes so that I can then go and basically go into their little shop. Mind you, it's actually quite a good weapon. So if I decide to do anything further with this particular game after I've done my challenge, it's one which I think I'll store away. It's going to be quite interesting to see just how long it takes if I don't manage it in the 250 minutes, just how long it will take to basically raise 25G doing just fishing. Right, okie dokie. So I'll put that in there. Right. Nothing else. Oh, I've got those which I can smoke, so let's pull them out for a second. And then let's go and do a little bit of selling in the shipping bin. Okie dokie. So I've got 8 of the coal at the moment. And it does make more sense, as I've said before. So I'm going to sell these. They're rice jute seeds. I don't know if they'll be worth much, but I may as well do. And I'll sell the bait. Oh, and the smoky fish. So there we go. So I've got here at the moment, it's more than 8, but it's all the gold star ones. And we'll just pop here. I can then see when the smoker is done. Should have thought of that before, shouldn't I? Oops. Okay, this is probably going to be the last fish I do, I think, today. Let's put that one in. So, while that's pottering away, I'll show you some other aspects to the farm. Now, this is a greenhouse, but you need to repair it in order for it to be useful. It's possible to do it in a year's gameplay. In fact, you can set it up at the beginning to do it in a year to make sure that the gypsy cart, which comes every Friday and Sunday, has the items on it that you need to complete it. I prefer to kind of play as normal and just see how play goes, rather than kind of forcing it. I just realised I've got some silverfish there, so we'll pop them in. But that's just me. That's just how I like to play. Okay, so we're going to be heading towards bedtime soon. So we'll get one more bit out. There's also a cave on your farm, and you're given a choice to either have bats in it, which will bring you bits and pieces of fruit, or to have like a mini mushroom farm. Now, I personally prefer the mushroom farm, but there we go. Ooh, can I get another fish in there before I go to bed? Wasn't quite midnight, although it's close. As long as it's done by 12:30, I should regain all of my energy without any issues. Come on, fish. Okay. And off to bed. So, let's see how we've done for the day. So on day 10, I've managed to actually earn, so to speak, £3,463. Right, okay. Once I go away from OK, I'm going to pause the game, and because I'll be on to day 11, and come back to day 11 a little bit later. Bye for now.